That's what scares me.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, God! Okay.
Oh no! I forgot to swap! It's twice as heavy now! I chose poorly!
Hi, Belle. Look at that tongue.
Last Crusades was one of my favorite movies as a kid. Sean Connery is one of my favorite actors, and he was the dad. Harrison Ford, I feel like we have a similar timbre. You're so smart in the non-booby trap section of the room. You got any bright ideas?
I do have this perfectly weighted idol replica.
I don't love snakes, but I don't hate them. I do, it's weird when I'm on camera, I'm like way more willing to do things that I would normally not do. It's like, oh, it's Indiana Jones. It'll be funny if I go to town with this snake and just do all these funny things. So it was worth it today. But don't ask me to do it on my free time. There was one point where the snake started to constrict more around like my wrist and hand. Not like a scary amount, but enough where I was like, oh, if he keeps going, I'm gonna start losing circulation. But it was a very nice and professional snake. So it was a pleasure working with him.
I've been into animals my whole life, and I've usually had reptiles. I started getting more reptiles when I started teaching at BYU and at UVU. This is Belle. Belle's a Merrill's boa. So sometimes they're called Malagasy ground boas. She's got one of the neatest patterns of any snake. They can get up around 8 feet long. Snake Indiana Jones is trying to replace a treasure on a pedestal, and in one moment he sticks a snake on the pedestal. Any sort of scooping from below, interaction from below, no predator would ever do that to them. No predator is going to gently lift them up from below, and so as soon as you do that, it's extremely reassuring for them. Animal, generally, if you're coming at it from above, that's where a predator is going to do it, especially if it's a small animal, you know, things like hawks and everything. Everything comes from above, and so that's the best way to freak them out.
He won't stay in place.
In the United States, it's a fairly unreasonable fear. Most people have never met anybody who's ever been bitten by a snake of any kind while just walking around. Venomous snake bites happen on males between the ages of 18 and 25 under the influence of alcohol, usually on the hands, chest, and face. I think it's extremely wise, generally speaking, if you find a snake and you don't know exactly what it is, to not pick it up. They're all about trying to intimidate you to go away, because they will lose the fight with you. If you leave them alone, like, they're very happy to leave you alone. It's about 1 in 1,000 people bitten by a rattlesnake die. We see people, and they come to our facility in Springville all the time, and they're just terrified. A lot of times they'll say that they want to hold something, but they're in tears. Almost nobody ever leaves still afraid of snakes. You know, snakes make fantastic ambassadors for themselves. They're so different than people expect them to be. They're so different than the way that they're portrayed in the media. It's hard to spend time around a snake like this and stay super afraid of snakes.
Snakes? Why does it always have to be snakes?